Hi, you've got a TV and a couch, so you're casually flipping through channels and suddenly a blue puppy appears on screen. And you're like, wait, is this for kids? Then you keep watching and later grown-ups cry, laugh, and make you think, am I young again? Yeah, this isn't just any cartoon. This blue little pup turns 7 minutes into a full emotional roller coaster. So how did Bluey manage to do that? Let's rewind. You know, that show for toddlers that has full-grown adults crying at 9 a.m. on a Tuesday? That one's technically about playing games, but also makes you reconsider your entire life philosophy. And these dogs have better emotional maturity than most humans. So there is this dog family, right? You've got Bluey, the 6-year-old blue healer, who could organize a UN meeting and still boss around her little sister before lunch. Bingo, the emotional support cinnamon roll who is basically what peace would look like if it wore dog ears. And their parents, Bandit aka Dad of the Year, with major golden retriever energy, and Jolie the mom who gently fixes emotional crisis between bites of toast. These four, they're not just cute, they're a whole operating system for how to do family life right. Bluey pants, Bingo feels, Bandit plays like a man possessed. Chili makes it look all easy. It's like watching a real family, but they're animated dogs with better communication skills than 90% of LinkedIn. So how did this blue dog and her family become a global cult? Let's rewind. It all started in Brisbane, Australia, the land of sun, slang, and casually terrifying wildlife. In 2017, Joey Bruman, a former animator on Charlie and Lola, was trying to figure out how to connect with his two daughters through play. He noticed something profound. When kids play, they're not just goofing off. They're building worlds, testing boundaries, and learning about themselves and others. Inspired by these moments, he had an idea. Why not make a show based on how my daughters play? And if you've ever built a blanket fort called it emotional growth, maybe go ahead and like and subscribe. That simple premise became the foundation for Bluey. Ludo Studio, a Melbourne indie team, pitched a unique idea to ABC Kids. No villains, no big lessons, just playful dogs and imaginative 7-minute episodes. It launched in 2018 and blew up instantly with its quirky, heartfelt charm. Bluey started as a local hit when the BBC picked it up and Disney's licensing deal launched it into global fame. A cartoon using Aussie slang like brekkie and you little ripper was suddenly making Americans cry in Target parking lots. Each Bluey episode is only 7 minutes, yet it packed more emotional growth than most sitcoms in a season. Take camping, where Bluey makes a French friend, bonds, plants a tree, and then, poof, he disappears, straight up ghosted, and it still stings. Years later, the friend returns, the tree grows, and so does your emotions. It's a quiet reflection on friendship, impermanence, and the joy of reconnecting after time apart. Bluey is more than a kid's show. It's a masterclass in emotional storytelling, and it's still breaking hearts around the world. But in Baby Ray's Chili's flashback is about Bluey learning to walk. It's basically a TEDx on mom guilt with a stroller. Ends with, you're doing great, and every parent watching just implodes. It's raw, vulnerable, and deeply human, even though it's about a cartoon dog. And one sees Bluey's aunt, brings baby clothes, and smiles throughout the heartbreak. Turns out she can't have kids. This aired on a preschool show and handled it better than most primetime dramas. It's subtle, respectful, and incredibly moving. A rare example of grief and longing woven into a child's program without being overwhelming. The flat-pack parents struggle with IKEA furniture while the kids recreate human evolution in a cardboard jungle. Yes, evolution in a box fort. This show casually drops metaphors like it's nothing. It's a hilarious, chaotic mess that doubles as a commentary on modern parenting and child development. In Cricket, Bluey and the gang play backyard cricket. One kid is too good. Instead of winning, he lets his sister make the final catch, and somehow you're crying about sportsmanship in a kid's game. It's a perfect encapsulation of grace, humility, and sibling love. Each episode is 7 minutes long and contains more emotional growth than the final season of Game of Thrones. And the fans, we didn't just watch Bluey, we ascended with it. TikTok moms, Reddit threads, YouTube reaction videos, it blew up. That one scene where Bandit talks about inside voice, 15 million views, turned into an audio trend. Now, there are teenagers lip-syncing dad lectures over Minecraft footage. On Twitter, people are out here calling Bandit a dad idol and comparing their own parenting to a literal cartoon dog. Meanwhile, bingo memes are everywhere, usually when someone's trying to hold it together, emotionally with a bug costume and pure vibes. Even people with no kids watch Bluey for fun, because it's comfort food for your heart. So how does a 7-minute kids cartoon go this hard? Because the creators actually care. Joey Broom said he wanted to make something he could watch with his kids. No big villains, no explosion, just real life. Except with more tail wagging. The kids voicing Bluey and Bingo, they're literally the kids of the production team. Uncredited, protected, just doing adorable chaos for fun. The show even rotates young voice actors as they grow older so the characters stay age-appropriate. It's a rare blend of authenticity and intentionality. And yes, there is a live stage show, there is merch, from plushies to pajamas, there is a video game, there is even a feature-length movie in the works for 2027. You thought the Bluey industrial complex was slowing down? Well, think again. Not everything is tail wags and happy endings. Enter controversy. Yeah, Bluey got banned. Well, parts of it, some Disney Plus episodes got pulled or trimmed, like the ones where a pony poops or Bandit pretends to be pregnant. Apparently, Dad Baby was too spicy for American audiences. Also, let's talk about Bandit. He is the GOAT of parenting, or just too perfect. Some dads out there are like, please stop making me feel bad. I'm tired and I do not want to pretend to be a hospital anymore. Others are like, be more like Bandit, loser. Even NPR had a weigh in. This show accidentally started the Great Dad Wars of 2021, and yet it still hits. Like in This Sign, that 28-minute mega finale in 2024. Bluey's family nearly moves house. There's a wedding, there's a life proverb, and everyone's on the floor crying into their plush bingo dolls. Then came the Bluey minisodes, 1-minute shorts, to keep us fed while we keep waiting for the movie. Titles like Strong Potion, Burger Dog, and Goldilocks. It's like snack-sized joy for your soul. As of 2025, no new season has been officially announced. But we're chilling. The fandom's not going anywhere, and some of the original kids watching Bluey are now in middle school making TikToks about how Flat Pack taught them the meaning of life. And of course, the memes. What a catch! From cricket is now a life code. Bandit being dragged into pretending games equals dads everywhere. Bingo's dramatic bug songs, viral sounds, even Aussie slangs like brekkie and doggy became pop culture. There are entire Reddit theories about Bluey lore. Is Aunt Wendy secretly in love with Bandit? What was Chili's job before kids? Are these dogs immortal? And yes, there is a dark corner of fan fiction that we don't talk about. But mostly it's love, fan art, hand cannons, crying laughing at 2 a.m. because Bandit made a swing set wrong and Bingo turned it into a wizard. So what is Bluey really? It's a kids show that isn't really for kids? It's a parenting manual disguised as chaos. It's 7 minutes of joy wrapped around life lessons and glitter glue. You came for the puppy, you stayed for the philosophy. And even when it hurts, you're glad you watched. Because somehow, someway, a cartoon about playing, pretending, made the world feel a little bit more real. At its core, Bluey is a celebration of play, not just as entertainment, but as a tool for connection, healing, and understanding. This show's genius lies in how it elevates the mundane. A trip to the park becomes a metaphor for patience. A game for magic asparagus becomes a lesson in empathy. Bandit doesn't teach his kids how to play, he teaches them how to be. And in doing so, he teaches us. He teaches tired parents how to engage, he teaches anxious kids how to cope, he teaches all of us how to be present. So where does Bluey go from here? Well, the movie is coming out in 2027. Rumor has it that there will be a musical number. There are whispers of a third season, maybe even spin-offs, but regardless of what's next, the legacy is already cemented. Bluey has changed the way we think about children's media. It's proven that cartoons can be deep, meaningful, and universal. It's shown that you don't need dragons or dystopias to tell a compelling story. You just need a family, some imagination, and a lot of love. So, do you think Bluey is just a show for toddlers, or is it actually a masterclass in emotional intelligence wrapped in dog jokes? Drop your tear-stained thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you've ever sobbed at Bingo floating through Saturn. And if Bluey blew your mind, Gumball might just break it. Don't forget to subscribe, or we're sending Bandit to your house to build IQ furniture emotionally. Wackadoo!